Hello viewers, my name is Ben Twine. I will probably ask to remove this a little bit. I am a farmer, but above all I'm the chairman Livestock Development Forum. I'm here to represent Livestock Development Forum as a chairperson. Livestock Development Forum was born out of a need to stop the blame game and to see how we can basically uplift our livestock sector as farmers. What can we do so that the government can help us? How can we help ourselves so that the government can plug in, rather than claiming and blaming the government and whichever stakeholder is in there. So we've been engaging and we've had quite some engagement with NAGRC&DB as a bridge gap or stopgap between farmers and other stakeholders and government at large, because government can't work alone. It needs or requires farmers and farmer entities organized in a manner that passionately affects them or impacts their livelihood. So that's the basis of Livestock Development Forum. That's the objective of it. The objective is to basically bridge the gap between government, other stakeholders, livestock sector players, to see how they can help or plug into each other, how we can network, how we can coordinate, how we can together build a capacity for farmers so that we can master our trade and have our livelihood sustained. That's why Livestock Development Forum was formed. It started in 2017, and so far we have registered a couple of achievements, like our first outlived legacy achievement is when we engaged on the farm gate prices on milk, engaged the government, engaged the stakeholders, the processors, until prices of milk at the farm gate level were uplifted, and at least we had negotiations, we had lots of engagement, campaigns, lobbying, until even to the head of state intervening on the 20th of December 2019. And he called us in Rashtura. Most of you in the cattle corridor, you remember that meeting so vividly well. And it is the meeting that now it presided over the peace and the fair prices that we're seeing on the market. It is dropping a little bit. The prices are still, I think, right from, I've heard that from the 16th of this month, of next month rather, prices will drop from 1,000 to 900. We still don't know why and who actually determines that. So we need to again engage the processors, engage the stakeholders in the dairy sector to calm that down so that we don't go back to what was in 2019. We need that stopgap as LDF, and that's what we do. We come in to play the neutral force. We come in to play the neutral intermediary person or entity to engage and know that we need to work together with processors, we need to work together with traders, we need to work together with the ministry, we need to work together so that we can all benefit and all our interests are basically served. Now, today is a different aspect, but in the livestock sector, it is about breeding. Definitely, if you take map of developing countries, even our neighbors like Kenya and other countries who are seriously doing farming or taking livestock sector as an important contributor to the national economies, you really realize that farmers have had what we call breed societies or breeders societies and breeders trustees or breed trustees, associations that basically put together particular breed farmers, let's say Frisians, those who breed Frisians, coming together, knowing what is in their sector, in their docket, in the breeding docket, knowing who actually is doing what in the Frisian breed in the country, registering, having a national registry for all breeders, certified, so that your bull or your cow or your dam or your in-calf heifer can actually fetch you a premium price, not depending on traders who buy from Ben or Twine and sell it to Joshua or John, and plus first talking about it. But we need to have records that actually talk for the breed, not the farmers to talk for the breed. We need these farmers to be classified and certified, so that someone is basically basing on breed to have an income or return on his investment. We are now looking at only dairy, only milk, but we need to look at breeds so that we can know someone in Chiruhura or Yantonde or Sembabule is a breeder and is known for that. We have had a few breeders, let's say for Boran, like Mr. Kamugisha Jones, Rohombe is known for that. Honorable John Nansasra is known for that. And we need more like that. We need other breeders, like for instance, my friend Mrs. Fermina Shangano. Her heifer, in-calf heifer now fetches 6 million, between 5 to 6 million. And those are the ones we need. And we're now asking NAGRC&DB, which is mandated to do that, to help farmers under MAIF, to help farmers identify themselves, breed the best or have the best breeds, right from the local indigenous breeds to exotic, but identify, record, certify, and then you can be able to sell or market your breed for a premium price. And this is why we are here. We are partnering with them. We have an understanding with them to help and kickstart the formation of breed societies in Uganda. We are here to learn why is it important for me to understand about breeds. We have had a session, we're going to have a session, it will be streaming live, to know the importance and benefits of breeding and how it can help a farmer, other than the dairy or the milk itself. And that's why we are here, to start or kickstart the formation of breed societies in the country, so that we can have, let's say, the Ankole Longhorn Breed Society of Uganda, and they can manage that breed, including even lifting it to another level, assisted by stakeholders like Livestock Development Forum, like NAGRC&DB, like Makere University, like any other, to now may decide and start trying to do research and develop our own Ankole dairy cow, because it's possible. The only thing that is lacking is this: the formation, the guidelines, the standards, and the willingness and the coordination. Together we can do it. So we're here to basically start the formation of breed societies. We need to have the Ankole Breed Society of Uganda. We need to have the Frisian Breed Society of Uganda. We need to have the Boran Breed Society of Uganda. We need to have Ishaazi and any other Brahman Breed Society of Uganda, so that if a farmer, even a starting farmer, wants to know and to start, they know where to start from. They know which breed to start with. They have the information. They have a society to belong to and to grow with. If you look at, maybe I'll give you an example of what is now trending. We have a society, the Ankole Longhorn Breed Society of South Africa, which is marketing our own breed. But surprisingly, we don't even have one for ourselves here. So we could coordinate even with them and benchmark with them and basically grow it bigger. We need an Ankole beef cattle. We need an Ankole dairy cattle. we need an encoded dual purpose for both meat and dairy. And we cannot do that while we're broadcasting. And the Ministry of Agriculture and the government cannot help us when we are not organized. Because it is always said that the future belongs to the organized. Once we are organized, then the government can come in and plug into our organizations. Once you're organized, then the government can help. Once you're organized, even researchers, policymakers, they know where to start from. They know who to talk to. They know how to get the feedback. They know what happens and who is even interested, who needs help, what kind of help, where, how, when. And that's what we need, and that's why we're here. We appreciate the Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries for partnering with Livestock Development Forum. We appreciate NAGRC&DB that are mandated under MAIF to do that, to now help us hear our cries and our voice, and are willing and have come down to partner with us. We're having our first leg, our first meeting, workshop for capacity building in the West, for catering for the districts of the West, the Greater Ankole, I think 10 or over, and they are all here represented. We are planning after here, we'll now go to the Central, and the Central will also have the districts that are in the Central well represented, and we start completely. We start the formation, we do the registration, we help farmers, and we completely take this journey on. We need to take it on by ourselves so that the government can help us or can find it easy to help us. Oh yeah, this is Rima. Rima is yogurt. This is fresh organic yogurt from one of our members, member of Livestock Development Forum. It's about, this is one of the reasons we are here. When you get the best breed, then you can get the best quality, you get the best production, you get the capacity to even supply and add value. Mr. Richard Muhanji is from Bushenyi. He's doing value addition because he has the best breed. He's a dairy farmer, he's a breeder, he's a member of Livestock Development Forum. There's another member, lady who was one of the best farmers in Uganda, I think 2018, Mrs. Betty Mbazira, who also does our yogurt. It's all in the supermarkets, and this is where we should go. Once you have what best breed you have, the quality you have, then you can be able to add value, and this gets you more income. So Mr. Richard actually has given us his yogurt. He has sponsored the breakfast today, and given us this yogurt. So please, whoever sees it in the supermarkets or anywhere, please support. This is a farmer's effort. This is part of a long-term strategy. The marketing, you realize that we actually have no marketing in the livestock sector. The marketing we have, whether if I'm a farmer and a breeder, apparently a few of them, it is a via. But if we have a society set up for me as a breeder, for me as a farmer, then I don't have to even labor, because there will be always people looking for the best quality breeds, the best breeds, and they will always be referred to that society. We need to also step up our animal or livestock feeding systems by supplementing feeds. Livestock Development Forum is actually engaged. We are promoting growing pasture. we are promoting pasture development. We are promoting supplementary feeding with a PSFU, private sector foundation, and MAIF still under MAIF, and the government of Uganda and European Union is promoting under MOBIP project, promoting supplementary feeding as a way and means of keeping the quality, as a way and means of keeping our farms safe.
I am Dr. Mkasa Christopher, the Deputy Technical Manager for Breeding at NAGRC&DB, National Animal Genetic Resource Center in Data Bank. We are today in Nyantonde to meet farmers who are more breeders, and what we are trying to streamline their standard operating procedures as far as breeding is concerned. So here we have farmers from and all of them with breeding different animals. They are different breeds of cattle. So today we came here to try to see how we can discuss and streamline the SOPs of how we can do this breeding. That's why we are here today as NAGRC, in collaboration with the Livestock Development Forum, LDF, who is more mobilization of the farmers.
My name is Ishaazi. I work with the National Animal Genetic Resources Center and Data Bank. I'm also the focal person for NAGRC on a project under Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries called the Agricultural Value Chain Development Project. That project is being funded by the African Development Bank, and it is the one that has sponsored this event. The reason why we are here is that NAGRC under that project is implementing sub-components on increasing access to improved breeds for both dairy and beef. The project is focusing on 4 enterprises, that is rice, maize, and dairy and beef. So NAGRC is implementing the sub-component on enhancing access to improved genetics so that farmers can produce more milk and more beef. So the reason why we are here is that we are meeting farmers whom we want to build their capacity so that they can be able to multiply good genetics. First of all, access them from us and other people. Once they have that good breed on their farm, then they can multiply it so that the rest of other farmers in Uganda, in the project area and outside of the project area, can be able to access these good genetics. Whereas in crops, we have a very developed system where the seed system is very clear and very developed. For example, you know that research will produce a good variety, pass it on to a seed company. The seed company multiplies it and puts it in shops, and farmers can go to the shop and pick it. On the side of animals, that system is not there. So that is why an organization like NAGRC was created so that it can work with farmers who are called breeders, so that that system of multiplying the good genetics can be established. So this is the initial step of creating that animal breed supply system, so that farmers in the country, when they want a good breed, they know that they can work with this breed society, this breed association, because that breed society and that breed association have come together. The farmers under that association have come together. They are multiplying the good breed, and farmers know that if the farmers are telling me that this animal gives 30 liters, then they are very sure that indeed that is what they will get when they take it back to their home. But for now, what is there is not well recorded. Farmers are keeping good animals, yes, but they are not well recorded. Some could look good from on the outside, but they are not recorded, meaning you cannot have evidence that this animal can give maybe good milk or can grow very fast. So this system that we have started working with farmers will help us to be able to build that capacity so that they can, multiply good breeds, they can set standards for milk, they can set standards for meat. Such as when a farmer comes to this farm, they are assured of getting good quality animals. So that is the reason why we are here. We are training the farmers. That is the step we have begun. We are training them on what it is that is required to be a good breeder, animal breeder. What is it that is required on their farm? And I think you listened to Dr. Mbiru explaining that. Yes, that is why we're here. The government, first of all, when it established NAGRC&DB, and that the NAGRC&DB was established by an act of parliament. So parliament already put a law in place, and a policy which guides on what government can do, farmers can do, researchers can do, academicians can do, as far as breed development is concerned. So government has kind of done that. It is also supporting programs in NARO and in NAGRC to be able to work on it, whereas the focus mostly has been on crops. Right now they are beginning to put some resources in organizations like NAGRC so that this can be done. Although with animals, the breeding technologies are much more expensive, and the length of time for you to be able to get a good breed takes longer. But with modern technologies which require labs, which require equipment, those require a lot of resources which maybe government needs to step up so that organizations like NAGRC and even private players can be able to be supported so that these genetic improvement efforts can be speeded up. Yes. Markets for their products.
Yeah.
Of course, it's important to know that in order for you to invest, there should be a market. There should be a good market and a good price. Now, the kind of farmers we have invited today, we are giving them a new product. We are showing them a new product. That instead of maybe selling only milk or selling your animal to be slaughtered when it's old or maybe when it's not good enough, we are saying now start to breed animals for sale, because the market for improved breeds is a lot, and farmers are willing to pay for a good breed. There are very many farmers that are willing to pay, including exporting to our neighboring countries. So that's why we are here encouraging farmers here to form associations, breed societies and breeding associations, so that once they are together, for example, they start breeding a Ugandan Frisian. Farmers farmers from Rwanda and which countries are already doing it will be able to buy from them and give them a good premium price. So the kind of farmers we have invited here, we are giving them another business proposition, another business product, that instead of milk alone, please start to breed, to sell breeding stock.
My name is John Igomera, the Public Relations Officer for the Ishaazi Livestock Farmers Magazine. Ishaazi is the national livestock farmers tool that teaches modern livestock farming in the country, not only in the country but also in the region. So it's the only livestock tool in the region that teaches modern livestock farming. And today we are here in conjunction with the Livestock Development Forum, where we fall. We are members and we are partners, but still we are again here with NAGRC, National Animal Genetics and Resource Center, and Data Bank for the Community Breeders Society engagement. We are having different districts here in western Uganda that are in cattle corridors. We are also having some districts in central Uganda like Yantonde, Sembabure, Gomba and Masaka for an engagement with the livestock farmers. We want to see how we can formulate breeders society in the country. For the best or for the better livestock farming where we are engaged in milk production, breeder society are much paramount because they define the real breeding techniques or the real breeds for milk. So we want to see that our farmers can be able to know the background of the animals they have on their farms. And we can only know this when we have breeder societies rather breed cooperatives in the societies, because they always rear together, they know the background of cows and the bulls, so they can be easy to know the best breed that gives quality of milk and quantity. This is the most important thing with breeders' societies. Any message to the dairy farmers is that dairy now is about value addition. That is dairy farming. Without value addition, then that's not dairy farming. So how do we get to this dairy farming? Such engagements, finding out information, for example, how to grow pastures, best feeding qualities and quantities. Maybe you need to know more of your farm management. All this information must be sought of, and as Ishaazi livestock farmers, we have this message written down by professionals, by farmers themselves who know, by veterinary doctor, by the technicians. And as dairy farmers, as breeders, really information is paramount. As without information, then farming maybe might be a bit challenging to you.